The second episode of the Book of Boba Fett has premiered, with our titular bounty hunter training and fighting with the Tusken Raiders. But who's that Wookiee? This is Exasperator Explains. As Boba Fett consolidates his power with apparently 3 minions and a droid, challengers to his burgeoning empire appear, and those titanic twin huts bring with them a Wookiee, Black Krrsantan. In the episode, Boba Fett refers to him as a gladiator, which is correct. Even though he is currently a bounty hunter, he had trained and worked as a gladiator prior to his current profession. This character is straight out of the comics, spiky pauldrons and all, having premiered in Star Wars Darth Vader #1. He is acquainted with Boba Fett, having jointly been assigned a job by Darth Vader, and he also worked for Jabba the Hutt in the past, fighting some no-name hermit called Old Ben Kenobi in the desert. He has been in several comic book series and has shown himself to be a strong and capable hunter. None of his appearances are past this point in the Star Wars timeline, meaning he may meet his end in this series, as there will clearly be a fight. You don't introduce a mean-looking Wookiee with a face scar without intending to have a battle later on. The majority of the episode had Boba Fett playing Lawrence of Arabia, both learning the ways of the Tusken Raider and teaching them new tactics. Encouraging them to rise up as one and stop hiding as isolated tribes. Trying to assist the Tusken Raiders' rise to greater power is an interesting task Boba Fett has set for himself, and one he has taken on wholeheartedly, even going through a lizard-in-the-brain-induced spirit quest to get his stick to carve into his own gaffy. Given his initial success with the train and requiring a toll, this idea feels like it has more power behind it than his recently usurped criminal empire. The train that was carrying spice must belong to the Pyke Syndicate, given it was manned by Pykes. And the Pyke Syndicate is another criminal organization in the Star Wars universe. They've made appearances in some of the animated shows and also appeared in Solo, a Star Wars story. All of the appearances of Pykes I can recall have had to do with their criminal syndicate or the spice mined from Kessel. It's an interesting thread to add to the mix why a Pyke train is making regular trips across Tatooine in what was just Hutt-controlled space is a little odd. Though we know Jabba smuggled spice as well in his criminal dealings. It was a good episode overall, with good action and developments that was much better than the first entry in the series. However, seeing the second season of The Mandalorian, it appears that at least some Tuskens are still separate tribes. And we do not hear anything about a grand unified power in the Dune Sea, so this whole thing may fall apart before reaching the present timeline established in Mandalorian. I'm a little surprised that the two storylines still feel a bit disjointed. I would expect more parallels between the two storylines, like establishing Boba Fett tricking someone to get more information, for instance, in what was a fun scene in the present day. Given his show of mercy in the Crime Lord time period, I don't think his mercy to the Pykes will come back to haunt his new friends, but we'll have to find out. Do you think the Pykes are done and will acquiesce to Boba's demands, or do you think they will come back in greater numbers? If that's the case, why is Boba Fett still being merciful in the quote-unquote present day? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please like the channel and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching. Bye.